I wanted to mention Ukraine-Russia one as a form of new colonialism.
My brother, wait, calm down. Let's calm down.
I would not even agree with that, but
Me,
we can go
as a form of what?
Neo-colonialism.
It is now.
How is it a form of
It
colonialism?
is.
My brother,
Please tell me how it is.
Okay, so there,
Okay.
neo-colonialism takes different routes, right? It could take political routes, like putting a bad government there. It could take economic routes, like using financial aid as leverage.
I agree.
It could also take the form of proxy wars.
Okay.
Yeah. Proxy wars are a form
So
of
wait, are you
neo-colonialism.
saying now that Russia is trying to, Russia is the one performing neo-colonialism on?
Both Russia and the Western governments are performing neo-colonialism on Ukraine.
How?
For
Please
example,
explain. Let me
the
understand.
one in I don't want us to digress too much.
Let me mention. I'm
let's-
supporting Seton's point.
Okay.
Let's
For example,
let's make it
I will not
concise.
counter it.
Yeah,
Let's make it
for example, why is Russia attacking Ukraine?
Okay.
They see Ukraine as a part of their own country. Ukrainians don't see that.
Okay.
So neo-colonialism is just you making sure that everything favors you.
Yeah.
They are not
I'll
really
speak on that,
concerned.
but please finish.
To give a further buttress to what you're saying,
Okay.
right? In 2014,
Okay.
there was a pro-Russian president, Volodymyr,
Okay.
Yeah.
in
I think that's the same year they
government,
annexed Crimea.
right? And then he had an option to take either a loan from the EU or to take a loan from Russia.
Yeah.
The Russian loan was a bigger amount. I think, I'm not sure, but I think 6 billion or something of that nature will confirm it. While the European Union loan was in millions, basically. So the Russian deal looked like a better deal, and he was also pro-Russian, so he was moving towards it. But some people in Western Ukraine, they felt that he was taking them away from. They are like pro-EU. They have pro-EU sentiments, basically.
Alright.
While the Eastern Ukrainians and some of the Southern Ukrainians too have pro-Russian
Russian
affiliations.
sentiments,
You understand? So when this guy was now, signing the deal with Russia immediately, and then as he was signing the deal, there was a vote in parliament basically that he should not progress with it, rather he should progress with EU affiliations.
Okay.
But he didn't listen to the parliament. He went on to sign with Russia.
Okay.
So as he did that, immediately the protests or the revolution, if you want to call it that, started in Ukraine, and that protest led to the removal of this president. And this protest was backed by the European Union as well,
Okay.
indirectly as well, right? They backed it. They removed this government, and it was since then that Russia now started this. It increased its level of aggression towards Ukraine. It started annexing Crimea in 2014. They annexed Crimea.
Okay.
Yeah, they started sponsoring separatists in Luhansk and Donbass region,
Yeah.
right, to fight. There's already been a civil war going on in Ukraine since 2014. People don't know about it. They think it started 2022. There was already a civil war for years before Russia now invaded. So obviously, this form of interplay of proxies between EU and Russia, that is the neo-colonialism in play.
Let me say something. Now, I agree that Russia and Putin specifically is the aggressor here. There is no need for you to go and interfere in someone else's and invade someone else's country. That I stand against, right? But please, let us look at it. Before we talk about neo-colonialism, let's look at what the history was. NATO was set up basically to stop the growth of USSR, right? And they signed a pact that they will not come.
Expand.
They will not expand. And what were they doing?
Yeah, expanding.
They
Yeah.
were expanding.
Yeah.
So if you are president of Russia, what would you do?
So I agree with you on
So
that.
I don't understand
I'm not debating
what
that.
I don't understand is the neo-colonialism in play. And please, I would love it if you can explain it to me. Please
I think that
explain.
what we are saying is that, like, on simple terms, that's what it is. It's not when we now start to look at what are the causes.
The issue is that you are not recognizing the sovereignty of those countries.
So we are looking at it.
I'm
on
not
the
even,
surface
I as well, I
level.
understand the Russian sentiments.
Yes.
You understand? But I'm saying based on the definition of neo-colonialism, you have to first understand the sovereignty of those countries, meaning that they alone have the right to determine the course of.
So if they
I
want
agree.
they thought this should get
So
NATO.
whether or not,
Why would you say NATO should respect and not even have a discussion with them about anything like that?
100%,
Yes.
agree. But
what
should the
should
nations wait? Yeah, but like should the
NATO
nations,
should not even allow it.
yeah, NATO should not allow it. But the nations are free to, if they determine they want to do it, they are 100%.
But I want to know how the
I will not agree with
neo-colonialism
it. I may understand the Russian
came to
perspective,
play now.
but it's still neo-colonialism when you are trying to prevent the will of those nations from coming into play.
Because now
You understand?
you say, okay,
So-
NATO should not expand now.
Yeah.
You've started the war. You've killed people just because they want. That is neo-colonialism.
That's still, yeah. So,
Well, I don't agree that what is happening currently in Russia, Ukraine is neocolonialism, but you can.
Another example of neo-colonialism is what happened in Niger with
Okay.
those mercenaries. I've forgotten the name of that mercenary. That
Yes, that
Russian mercenaries.
yes.
yeah, that's
I've forgotten the name with the leader being
Wagner
killed.
forces.
Yes,
Wag-
that's
yes.
another example of neo-colonialism.
How is that neocolonialism?
Because now France was the power in that region. Yeah, they were sent out and they were replaced by Russian mercenaries.
Okay.
Now this Russian control, like the Russian government controls Wagner now. That's still neo-colonialism because they are going to influence.
Maybe through the form of proxy wars.
Yes, they're going to influence things like, oh, where does their army source for weapons? And you look at them also playing a larger role even in the subcontinent of West Africa.
Okay.
Because they might have other designs and fashions too. Because I feel like we tend to focus neocolonialism on the West
Too much, Abi.
too much.
Yeah.
Russia is doing stuff. China too
Yes,
is doing
China.
Even
China.
recently,
So, yeah,
Bulgaria.
yeah.
I saw it this morning. Victor Orban is talking about sending soldiers to Chad to fight terrorists. I'm like, bro,
From where to where?
from where to where will you be?
You know,